These YouTube streets are getting weird. Truth is, folks were mad at Wack 100 for the last 5 years straight. Not because he's out here really wilding, it's just because they can't beat him at nothing. They couldn't outcloud him, outsmart him, and outmove him on the West Coast. He had that whole region in a chokehold. And now that Big U's out the picture, all eyes on Wack, not Tupac. I'm seeing clip after clip, episode after episode, and even live streams dropping about how Wack 100 is next on the Rico list. It's really getting bad for him. Adam22 and DJ Akademiks has been peeping the internet chatter. So when Wack 100 slides on their platforms, they hit him with the, yo, you worried about all these extortion claims floating around? But Wack don't play with that at all. He shuts it down immediately. Once that label sticks, even just a little bit, it can go left, fast. Now, Ak was actually the first one to press him on it. He even pulled up the legal definition of extortion and said, yo, what you did to Future, that kind of fits the bill.
I was even looking up this morning, the idea or what's determined as extortion under federal statutes. You leave yourself to some exposure based on, even when you used to run with it, like for example, the Future story. That sounds like extortion. We ran around the airport and we extracted money from this guy who did not want to give it up. Like we basically told him.
See, this is why you cleanse your digital souls. Because creators like me, Akademiks, and the rest of the internet, we don't need gossip. We need evidence, and we're looking for it at all times. And if there's a crime on file, that's viral gold. Ak straight up said, I was bored one day, so I looked up every extortion law, and I feel that. I do the same thing. That's how deep this content game is right now. Unfortunately, you can't win against content creators right now, because we got nothing but time and Wi-Fi. But Wack wasn't having it though. As soon as Akademiks brought up the whole Future situation, Wack snapped back with, oh, that was just business.
See, here goes what you guys always do, right? Y'all like to add what I said. You know, I'm a bet man, Akademiks.
I am too.
I'm a bet man.
I would bet you, but
right? Okay. So I will put a little small wager if you can find a clip that say we took any money from Future.
Yeah, but demanding money and also demanding money, it might not be, again, extortion, but you see how like in the Rico it said overt act will show a pattern of trying to extort.
No, let me correct you on something.
Go ahead.
When we saw Future, Wack, if you tell me, yo, Wack, you know the whoop fresh and fit, yeah, I gave him 15,000. I went to the motherfucking studio down there where we recorded. Man, them niggas have been moved out. They beat me for my bag. Right? Okay. I'm coming through the Beverly Center. I see the fresh and fit niggas.
Okay.
You knowing me what I'm gonna do?
Yeah, you gonna highlight them. Yo.
I'm gonna say, hey, homie, bro, Ak tell me y'all beat him for 15,000. What's happening? Hold on. I'm gonna get you on the phone. I've done this 1,000,000 times. Right? Hey, bro, boom, 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 boom. I've had some people say, Wack, they just covered the debt a week ago. They took care of me. Or I had some people say, yeah, bro, what's up? Like, we need to fix that, right? So, catching a nigga and taking something from a nigga is one thing, right? But catching a nigga and saying, hey, homie, you took some money from the homie paid you.
When I heard Wack respond to Ak about that whole Future situation, I was thinking, hold on, maybe I'm remembering it wrong, because the way Wack broke it down sounded smooth. We ain't extorting, we was just talking. So I spun the block on the audio, and man, that clip did not age well. In today's climate, that combo sound real shaky. Wack only brought it up when he brought in the whole check-in culture. Back when Trick introduced that policy, Big U, Wack 100, and Trick all sat at the same round table. And what they basically came up with was this: if you have business on our coast, check in or we're coming to collect.
Trick's no-fly zone was based on the collective at that table when it was on. For instance, that was like, it was a real table at one time to where we knew what was going on, knew everywhere, in every region, to where we knew what was going on. Right?
So Wack 100 and Big U spotted Future at LAX, and they already knew that he owed Trick money. Wack moved quick. Now the way Wack tells it, it was just a conversation, handled like business. But the way it sounds, it doesn't sound anything like business. It sounds like pressure, full court pressure.
Future owed Trick some money. So me, Trick, and Big U was real close at the time, right? Hey, Future owed bro some money. All right, Trick in Detroit. Me and Big U on a red-eye flight to Atlanta. We coming to LAX. We coming through the security, putting our bag through the thing. Who we see? On the other side, Future and the girl that's with the football player.
Sierra.
We see Future and Sierra. I say, bro, is that who I think it is? He looked. I said, yeah. I said, you take them. I got him. When we come to the thing, I say, hey, homie, you got that money for Trick? He take off run. I'm chasing on the dead homies through the Delta.
What the
and
fuck?
so runs into a motherfucking terminal, and he runs into the thing, but it ain't hooked up to no plane. He left it.
No, bro.
Yeah,
Wow.
He runs into the terminal. True story. He runs into the terminal, right? When he run into the terminal, he take his phone out, right? He know he can only go so far, because what you gonna do, jump onto the runway? That's a long drop down there, right? he throws the phone at me on speaker. All I hear is Stunner voice. He say, Wack, it's me, Stunner, talk to me. I say, Stunner, I'm busy right now. He said, yeah, but I don't want you to be, nephew. What the going on? I say, oh, Trick a bag, man. He take me in our backyard and he owe bro a bag. Either he gonna pay or he finna get up and then he gonna pay.
If I'm Wack right now, I'm telling all them so-called Clubhouse clippers, take these clips down now. Every recording. The digital trail is too thick. Ain't no he pays and don't get touched, or he don't pay, gets touched, and then pays, sounding like business. That sounds like a threat. I think when Ak asked about it, he low-key forgot about what was said in the previous clip. Or he's just keeping this clip as digital evidence for himself when he spins the block later as well. Now, I'm not saying Wack extorted Future. I'm just saying, from the clips, it don't sound good. In fact, it's looking bad. Real bad.
Trick at home sleep. He don't know what's going on. He in Detroit, right? He say, Wack, my word to you, I paid him debt. Let him be. I got business with that man. I said, what? He said, Wack, this Stunner talking to you. As your brother, leave him be. You got my word, whatever the debt is. Send me Trick, I pay him in the morning. On me. I'm giving you my word. I threw it back the phone and walked away. Trick got his wire. Damn. This real shit. But I'm saying, is like, and we was gonna move if we saw you. And our squads knew if they saw you at a hookah lounge or a club. It been times where niggas like, hey, well, I ain't gonna say no names, such and such at the club, lock him down. Them go over there 20 deep to their VIP. Tell the security they don't pay you enough for this here. Look, continue to have your drinks. If y'all cool, ain't nobody moving out to VIP till the homies get here. And we show up. Hey, what's up, homie? Yeah, that beat you was supposed to, that verse, gonna homie paid you for that verse? Yeah, you ain't finna be out here in the homie in Chicago and what's happening? We got a studio around the corner. Let's go. You now. This your security. They can roll with it.
Now let me tell you something. I'm from the Bay Area of California, and I can smell how grimy it is from here. I wouldn't care if the Niners play the Rams in the Super Bowl at SoFi Stadium. I'll be watching it right here from my house with wings and peace of mind. Ain't nothing out there I need. You might see beaches, palm trees, and celebrities, but I see setups, jack moves, and people who smile in your face just to line you up. That's why I don't step out, I don't indulge in no drama, and I definitely don't indulge in no politics. My circle is small, my location is quiet, and my business is tight. But Wack, he said that Future situation wasn't an anomaly. According to Wack, it got so wild that people were getting booked just to get pressed.
And all of that is based on disrespecting the code.
He told Trick Daddy change your name. Trick Daddy start woofing, talking to Miami. They booked Trick Daddy on his show. He brought his dumb ass up to Detroit. It's on video on Google. They beat the shit out that good and ran him back. That's how his rap career was finished. On my mama, go Google it. You see him get his ass fact. That up all that, bro. Yeah, we was good for that booking it on the show.
Come on, squad.
Hey, we'll book you in a minute.
On squad beat the shot of that.
Because see, you got to remember, we didn't lose no money. Because when we booked you, right, we was part of the bar and the dough anyway. So we was going to get back whatever we gave you anyway. We didn't care. You wasn't getting nothing but the funny, and we wasn't paying you the back. The back was a form of ass whooping.
Remember when?
Wow, that back end was a formal eye whooping. That ain't age well. That sounds like a confession with timestamps. Y'all really got to take that digital trail down immediately. This ain't content no more. It's evidence. Real talk. Wack was the only one out that whole mix who was out here moving somewhat clean. While everyone else was talking greasy and crashing out, at least he was keeping it somewhat business. You gotta take that down. Nothing good's from that clip living on the net. Even Big U backed off that Future story. He denied it quick. He knew the vibes. That narrative can spin ugly quick, and he didn't want no parts of it. Big U came out and said it flat. I ain't never been at LAX with Wack. We ain't pressed Future, period. He said, y'all keep running with these lies, maybe 10% truth, 90% cap. And what really bugged him? Anything somebody say about Big U, folks just run with it like gospel. No fact checking, no pause, just instant hate. He owned one thing though, said his real mistake was building with the wrong dude. And to the B's and C's, he apologized straight up. Act started pressing deeper, brought up how Hassan Campbell claimed he got Wack on tape admitting he extorted Oscar De La Hoya. Now, whether that's true or not, the fact that it's even out there tells you how this wild digital space done got.
You know, you want that, you ain't that type of nigga. You don't do nothing. You ain't never put the work in. But a nigga that's a body man. Everybody know dude is a body man. I've been saving his career, bro. Nipsey got gay on him, bro. Also, my mom, we got all the footage.
Wow.
Yeah. He paying his baby mama with him. His baby mama sucking the other nigga dick. Nipsey behind him.
Oh no. Yeah, it was getting juicy, right? But y'all still didn't hit that like button. Go get it on Patreon then. Do you hear how he's talking about Nipsey, how he had a sex tape, how he was blackmailing him? The even had a sex tape on Oscar De La Hoya. He allegedly was blackmailing the Oscar De La Hoya. This is the devil of Hollywood. Oh, Wack, how you feel now? This isn't your own bowl. You didn't know I was recording you.
Now that's wild. I've been hearing about the Oscar De La Hoya situation my whole life, but it wasn't until I started doing content that I found out that Wack 100 was even tied to it. So Ak asked him straight up, was that extortion? And are you worried? Wack didn't even flinch. He just hit him with the same line. It was just business.
But I had access to, bro.
You did have the Oscar De La Hoya either pictures or tape, though.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
I never said that.
You made it.
I said the attorneys.
They paid like $850,000, huh?
No, it was way more than that.
Really?
It was way more money than that. That's just, you know.
Not because he talked about it. I mean, there was news articles back in 2018 saying Oscar De La Hoya and ex-Shannon Moakler at the center of $2 million extortion plot after two Instagram models filmed the naked boxer engaged in depression. So again, there was some extortion involved in that situation. Not
well, no, I don't know what the models did. They could have did. I don't know the models.
Look, man, that's just how business goes sometimes. Do I think that Wack might have applied a little West Coast pressure on De La Hoya? Maybe, but I wasn't there. But if I'm Wack, I'm not answering any more extortion questions. None. I'm not hitting platforms where that's the convo. Because once that word gets attached to you, folks like me start digging. Old clips resurface, they go viral, then the boys start watching. Wack told Ak straight up that him asking these questions feels like he's trying to line him up. I don't think that Ak is trying to line him up, but I do think in the race to get the content, he doesn't care if he gets lined up or not. So Wack has to learn when to stop feeding the narrative.
Let me ask this question because, you know, now that we see with them requesting from Adam, right? They requested that cease and desist with Big U, and that was centered around Nipsey, or a conversation around Nipsey. Since they're talking about extortion, and I'm just trying to have you clear it up, because some people might be like, well, how come Wack ain't get picked up when Wack was talking about Nipsey on tape? A chick with another man, and they got the secret tape. Wack got mad secret tapes, and he basically he threatened to put it out, or not threatened to put it out, but he has.
Wait, slow down, see there y'all go again.
Yeah.
Now, do I think Wack is out here extorting people in 2025? Possibly not. He knows those type of plays don't fly anymore. He adapted. Unfortunately, Big U didn't. But Wack's issue? It's the association to Big U. He publicly said that him and Big U were close. So now dudes like Hassan are twisting it. If Big U was out here moving foul, then Wack 100 had to be too. Now Hassan claims he's got audio of Wack claiming they give Crips guns to beef with each other. And this is getting crazier.
Right. They be talking, bro. Them same niggas you talking about when they went to war, guess who they had to come see to get their tools, bro? Big U all up. Wack. Crip nigga gotta come see me. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, they go to war with each other, so I don't give a fuck. Them niggas kill each other all day long. You know what I'm saying? That'd be Crip on Crip shit.
Do y'all realize that Wack 100 was on tapes talking about selling guns to the guns? He was saying he sold guns to the Bloods and the Crips and instigated gang wars for them to kill each other. How did y'all forget that? Did y'all forget that when Wack 100 was bragging and talking about Big U and those wiretaps?
This is nasty work. The streets done changed. If you can't out-tough somebody, now they're trying to out-police them? I'm not speaking on if this is true or not, It just looks like people want the feds to step in immediately. And it ain't just a song. I've seen people doing 10-hour streams digging into Wack 100's past and his paperwork. Content creators are still saying that Wack 100 is out here committing crimes in 2025 and they want the feds to come get him. It's crazy. But this is the content game now? Then Adam22 pulls up on Wack and asks him about the viral rich homie Quan clip. And that's when it got even messier.
City like LA, that's one of the cities you got to be on point.
What?
Like, you gotta be like, especially with it being so political and the politics out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one spot I don't play. Like,
they said it's more dangerous right now with 3 o'clock in the afternoon and 3 o'clock in the morning.
The first time I ever went to LA, I went out there to shoot a party video.
Word.
What?
They knew what time I landed. They knew what hotel I was at before I landed. Listen, bro, the first time I go out there, so flying with TIG, Fly was like, man, we gotta go pull up on Big U. So we're going to Crenshaw High School, but he got the football kids out there. So, okay, I know Crenshaw, the blue side. When we first pull up, I see him and Wack talking. And in my mind, I'm like, I thought it's Blood versus Crip. These niggas sitting here talking, having a conversation.
Right.
So my mind up. This is my first time going out there. He was like, yeah, man, we knew what time you landed. I was like, oh yeah, this shit different. He was like, yeah, you over there, you in a hotel room, Then what you call to get your bag, ain't your driver? I was like, oh yeah, this shit different. So at the same time, I say that to say.
Now, rich homie Quan didn't actually say that Wack 100 pressed him. Just being there when Big U was supposedly running the press makes the clip look even messier. Now it's going viral and Wack's getting pressed about it. Adam asked him straight up and Wack said, nah, Quan lying. Wack 100 said there was no press, no threats, and no we know where you stay talk. Quan pulled up, dipped, and that was it. Everything else is fabricated.
You know, like I'm watching rich homie Quan and he's talking about how when rest in peace, that when he had to come to LA and check in, that it was like you and Big U sort of two men in the situation.
We was having a conversation.
About checking in?
No. I was already up there having a conversation. Again, he pulled up. See, y'all got it. This was crazy. When it come to me, you motherfuckers seem to catch amnesia when somebody's telling the story. I think he added to the conversation saying, you flew in here and you staying here and staying there because those elements don't fit what he was there to do. So he went out there and walked with the kids and they did their shit. So why in that situation would a person go having a conversation about motherfucker know where you staying at, who your driver is?
I think it's at least in part because
it don't even make sense.
Much like Big U, you've kind of gone into detail about a variety of situations that a lot of people are conflating with extortion at this point.
What do you mean by that? What you mean?
It's been supposed, and we don't have to get into the details of every single one of these situations, but it's been, you basically said in the past that Oscar De La Hoya was paying to not have his nude photos or zesty photos released.
Stop right there.
It's been said that you were talking to Nipsey's family about the gay tapes of him not coming out. I don't know if there's money involved in that. It's been suggested that maybe Kim Kardashian at one point or Kanye, that they were doing stuff for you so that you didn't release more sex tapes of her.
Okay. Now, let's start with the first one.
And when Akademiks kind of tried to bring up some of this stuff on the podcast, you got very irate and you were really kind of screaming at it.
Because y'all dumb.
See, right there.
You're a dummy too. I gotta call you a dummy.
Okay, but
because I'm gonna show you.
But starting with the name calling makes you look more guilty.
No, I'm gonna show you why.
All I gotta say is, yo, Wack, you smarter than this. I can't believe that I have to actually tell Wack 100, don't let nobody trick you out your square, bro. You've been moving strategic for a long time. Played the same exact game on numerous people on the internet and came victorious ever since. I don't know if it's true or not. I wasn't there. But don't let them flip your own blueprint on you. You already know how this works. Stay cool, stay sharp, don't fold. Now, it sounds like I'm on Wack 100's side in this situation, but honestly, as a content creator, I'm on nobody's side. I just want to know the truth. But one thing I have learned is, no matter what's done in the dark, it always comes to the light. And if you made it this far, click on the left side of the screen to see why Yellow Bees' Hitman is talking, and now it's officially over. And also, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share to be aware, keep me in the algorithm because I need to be there, man. Because I know there's 10 other streamers out there doing it like me, but...
Fuck that, little 10. I'm maxed out.